Are you a surrogate or someone that needs to take a lot of meds? This is mostly for surrogates though. Today I'm going to show you how I organize my surrogate medications. I have just started taking my injectables. I've been on birth control and all that. This just is kind of like a simple and easy way that I do it. Some people are much more organized than me and got like tackle boxes and all this stuff, but this is what I had in the house. This is what works for me. And then I'm going to tell you like how I like check things off. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is what I have. This is just a 3-tier drawer. Right here I have my sharps container. So I just got one from my local CVS because they forgot to put one in my package, which is weird. Here on the top, these don't fit again. I had to buy some gauze pads because they forgot them. If I had a little bit bigger of a drawer, I'd stick them on the outside. Now, I'm going to show you what's in the drawers first, and then I'll explain what is up top here and what this folder is. Okay, so in this bottom drawer is literally just one medication and the needles. So this medication is my progesterone and oil. Especially if you do actually get pregnant, you will use a lot of this. So there's 4 vials of this, and then all the rest of these are needles. I kind of just like tried to get as much air out as I could. So that whole entire drawer is just for progesterone, and they marked my bags and which needles go to which. So if they don't on yours, make sure you do that for yours. Okay, this second drawer, this is all for my estradiol, which mine is called the del-estrogen. So I have a vial of that, and then all the rest of these are, again, syringes. So I'm trying to keep them each in their own drawer just to make it a little bit easier. So I put all of that into one drawer. Okay, this is my last drawer. This one has kind of the miscellaneouses. So these 2 items here are syringes for my Lupron. I have these in here, and I'll explain why and where the Lupron is. And then I have 2 vials of aspirin that I will be taking. And then I have 2 other medications that I'm going to be taking, progesterone and a Medrol. And then this right here is an old birth control. And then this actually here, these are both old medications because I'm actually keeping all medications that I use potentially if we want to do a picture later, like with all the meds. And then this is an antibiotic. So again, these were for my Lupron, but let me explain what I do for which ones I'm taking. Okay, so earlier you saw this blue basket was on top of my little drawer. So what's in here is I have my prenatal vitamins in here. I have my Lupron medication. I have a few of the syringes for my Lupron medication. I have a bag of alcohol preps. This is my current birth control I'm still on. And then I have a little highlighter pen in here. So now the reason I have meds in here and like the Lupron is in here is because this is what I'm using every day. So what I will do is, for example, like, you know, I keep these in here. Now, if I were to have multiple different medications and, you know, different needles, I would just take the medication and the needle and put that into a Ziploc bag with its name on it. And then I could put each Ziploc bag in here. This basket just shows me that I need to be using these every day. So I'll put a medication in there, and then if I'm not using it, it goes back into the drawer. And then last thing, this is just a folder. It has all of my information on it. So for example, this is my med calendar. Actually took all the information from my med calendar and made my own in Canva because it's prettier. So then each day I take my little highlighter, and once I do something, I mark it off. And then here, these are just printed out papers. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I like to have these just in case something were to happen and I can't get to my phone. These are just explaining how to take my different medications. And then the other side are just other random papers that I have in there. So again, this is just my little station. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it fits everything that I need in there for now. Eventually, if I do get pregnant, I might not need as many meds, and I might just be able to keep them like in a little basket or something smaller. But for right now, I have a lot of meds, and this keeps them all organized. So I'm curious, if you are a surrogate and you're gonna be starting your meds, what does your setup look like? Do you have a lot of the same meds that I do? I'm just curious. I have the Delestrogen, Medrol, progesterone and oil. I have some progesterone vaginal caplets, the antibiotic, I think another one, the Lupron, my prenatal, and my birth control. And I think that's everything. Pretty sure. There's a lot, but I'm just curious, like, what's your med list? Are you using injectables? Some people don't. Like, some let them just use all like patches and vaginal, they call it suppositories. Yeah. Things like that. So I'm curious what it is. And if you have a setup, I would love to know what your setup is, or if this has been helpful for you. Like I said, I have that folder over there, but I also have an app on my phone, which, let me get it. Okay, I have an app on my phone that I also use. Not sponsored or anything. It's called MediSafe, and it did take me a little while to put all my medications in, but I literally was able to put all of my medications in there. And you can kind of like set it up however you want. You can set it up to have like morning, afternoon, evening, night. You can just have like a list if you want, and you can literally put in all of your medications, and like different doses, how long you need to take them. It's been really nice because I use that as almost like an alarm on my phone, and then I also use the paper just as a backup. I just kind of like having both, just in case, again, something were to happen. Digital paper's nice to have. So I hope this has been really helpful for you guys. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Or if you just have any questions about surrogacy in general, let me know. I, again, have not had my transfer yet as of putting up this video, I don't think. But so I'm not super far into my journey, but I do have a lot of knowledge about it just in general. So I would love to answer any questions that you have. And if I don't know, I will guide you in the right direction. Remember to subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps. I'll definitely have more information and things like this coming up on my channel, just different things of how I feel about being a surrogate and what it's like and all of that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.